Starting out as a really young child, I remember being about 7 years old, and my grandfather, he was in the middle of building a house, and instead of pushing me aside, he handed me a hammer and some scrap wood and said, "See what you can make." And I think having kind of that carte blanche, that freedom to just kind of really explore my creativity, from then on out, I think I was hooked. And then I knew, I grew up with a very artistic family also. And so being surrounded by creativity and then having the freedom to explore it on my own, I think from the beginning I knew that I was not destined to make things or wanted to make things, but I couldn't help it. It is really something that is ingrained in me. I came to Nashville when I was 17 years old. I actually got a songwriting scholarship to Belmont, and I came here to jump right into the music business. It's very interesting because I think that Tennessee kind of had this amazing duality of persona, right? It had this love for music and love for tradition, and yet this also incredible, deep-rooted familial structure. And I think that after I was done with college, thinking about, if I want to have a family, if I want to make a life somewhere, while I really enjoyed growing up in California, I just couldn't see raising a family there. And so Tennessee, I was here, it felt comfortable, it felt like home. I think Tennessee is really ideal for any entrepreneur, but specifically for an entrepreneur in the creative field, because of its love for the arts, because it has this deep heritage, and because it's really a supportive community. I think it's scary starting a business, but it kind of just feels so natural and welcoming. I would definitely say I make to live. I think that making whatever you would follow that with, making art, making furniture, making jewelry, making clothing, designing this, designing that, I think it is just as elemental to my person as breathing. I think that I'll probably be one of those people that I need to make things in order to feel viable. And I think that the moment I stop making things is probably the moment that I'll really stop living the fullest life I could possibly live. It's that elemental to who I am. I think created objects really inhabit part of the persona of the creator. And I think that it goes on a very divine level, all the way down to the individual level. I think that we human beings were made to create. I think the best advice I could give to anyone, young or old, who are considering the creative arts for a career would be to fearlessly follow your passion. I don't think it's something you can tiptoe into. I think that you have to go into it boldly, and you have to go into it completely committed to following your passion. And even if you don't make any money at it, that's really not the end game, is it? The end game is really living your best life.